Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Rando Geek. We have an update regarding T-Mobile. So it looks like T-Mobile is being accused of ripping customers off, basically forcing them to overpay in hidden fees without their consent, without their knowledge. That is what we're talking about in this article. I will link it for you down below in the description if you would like to check it out on your own. Please, if you sit through this whole video, or even if you just watch most of it, if you enjoy the news on this channel, give a like on your way out. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content that we're bringing here to you. So in a recent class action lawsuit filed by T-Mobile customers, they're alleging that T-Mobile has been illegally charging its customers a hidden fee called the Regulatory Programs and Telco Recovery Fee. This has apparently been going on for 2 decades. They're saying T-Mobile customers are currently charged $3.49 a month per line for this fee, and it has allegedly increased by 28% over the last 8 years. All right, so looks like the lawsuit reads, to conceal these illegal fees, T-Mobile includes the RPTR fee in the section of their customer's monthly bill that bundles this fee with government taxes and fees to disguise it as a required government charge, pass-through fee, or other regulatory mandated fees. And they're saying in reality, the RPTR fee is a construction or is a concomitant designed to increase T-Mobile's revenue and pad its bottom line. So according to T-Mobile's website, the regulatory programs component of the fee helps the company defray costs for funding and complying with government mandates, programs, and obligations. They're saying the telco recovery part of this fee helps T-Mobile pay for costs and charges imposed by other carriers for the delivery of calls and for network facilities, operations, and services. They're saying that the customers in the lawsuit claim that the description of the fee is unfair and a deceptive explanation, since the fee isn't strapped to any benchmark and can change at will. They're also saying that they're also alleging that this fee is not mentioned in their T-Mobile subscriber agreement, as it omits how much it charged, when it charged, and that it is charged per line. They're saying customers can find out what fees they are being charged only by looking at their bill after they've signed up for an account. They're saying T-Mobile should have accurately stated the true monthly prices for its postpaid wireless plans in its price representations and advertising. So something like this already happened to Verizon. Okay, Verizon had something very similar, which they were sued a very hefty amount. You guys that watch me regularly may know I've done a couple of videos talking about Verizon with this, because many of you may have been able to take advantage of a small payment, all the way up to $100 per customer because of the lawsuit. And Verizon's version of this was the administrative and telco recovery charge. That is the fee that is the name Verizon was using, and apparently it's been going on for about the same amount of time, 8 years or so. And many customers, they're not paying attention to their bills, so they weren't really aware that they were being charged all this extra money. And then, it caught wind, and there was a lawsuit there. And Verizon did not deny any wrongdoing, but they simply just were too busy to go to court. So they settled for $100 million. They settled. And I don't know exactly what T-Mobile is going to do here. Are they going to settle? Is it going to be around the same amount of money? So we're tracking the story here to see exactly what's going on. But they're basically saying T-Mobile has gone too far with its Comcast-like fees called the $3.49 per line reg program and telco fee. They're saying that we all must demand a complete explanation for this exhibit so-called fee from T-Mobile, adding them to their monthly bill, so on and so on. So, here's the thing. It looks like they're trying to pass the debt on to the customer, right? They're being charged additional fees. I guess some of these charges could be from roaming onto other carriers, and so they're kind of like, this is basically they have to pay a part of this to the other carriers or whatnot. and maybe that's why, this fee is in place. But I guess the real question here is, why hide it? Why not just be forward with it? Why try to, push it to the back and hope that no one notices? Eventually, someone is going to read their bill, and someone is going to try to figure out why they're being charged an extra $3 and almost, $3.49, for what? They're going to want to know why. And when you do the math and you average that per year, that adds up. For someone on a really tight budget, $3.49 can really put a hole in their pocket. That's $42 a year. And for many, they're just not having it, right? They don't want to pay for it. So this is the problem here. This is why customers are getting the shaft here, because they're being lied to, they're being overcharged. And I guess really what this lawsuit is really just hoping to bring is the truth, and to have these companies put everything out in the open, put it all on a table. When you sign up, large fine print telling you exactly what every single fee is going to do. And now that we have the broadband labels, we're starting to see, a clear picture of exactly what kind of service we're getting, right? The speeds, the exact service that we're paying for is now being presented in front of us. We don't have to worry about that, right? We don't have to guess what we're going to be getting. So this is only fair to have companies like T-Mobile step up, companies like Verizon step up, and when they don't cooperate, when they try to sneak a fee in there, it's only fair that they pay it back, right? Now, these lawsuits that are $100 million sounds like a lot, but when you spread it out to how many customers were affected by it, like I said, it's chump change. It's up to $100 a year. But, in some cases, maybe not so many customers were affected by it for that long of a time. So maybe that's where they figured, well, this is the appropriate fee. If you're someone that's been charged these types of fees for 8 years and you haven't really figured it out, well, you might want to check your bill once in a while, just because you can't trust these companies, for starters. Like, you certainly cannot trust them. We know, especially when it comes to postpaid, you're kind of cornered in, and sometimes there's fees on there and things that we don't expect to see, but they're thrown in there. And that's the problem with committing to a carrier being on a postpaid account, and that is the freedom of a prepaid account. Usually you won't see any of these weird, obscure charges, and you have the freedom to just bounce when they get on your nerves. It's a lot easier. So anyway, that's all I have for you here. Like I said, the article is there. You can let me know your thoughts about this. We will be tracking it to see if T-Mobile is quick to settle, and of course, updating you what that amount will be. And if you've been affected by these fees from T-Mobile, we'll let you know how you can maybe redeem to get your money back or see what you're eligible to get. Again, this is all assuming T-Mobile settles quick. We'll see what happens. That's something that we'll look forward to. This is a developing story here. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.